I know you weren't wanting to know all of that, maybe. Maybe you were, I don't know. Yes, I know I've changed. Don't worry, I know I'm one of those weird people. Well, hello everybody. Well, hello everybody. My name is Lindsay. So today I went to Walmart because I needed to get some of this. My sister got me hooked on this. It's called Topo Chico and it is mineral water, just carbonated. Oh my gosh, it's so good. But today I went to Walmart and I got a 12 pack of these because they're delicious. There's a few other things. I need to put away all the stuff that I got at Walmart. If you want to see what I got, I guess I can show you. It's over here. So I grabbed some of these because you can never have enough disinfectant wipes. Yeah, we're running out, so I grabbed them. And then I was watching Kim from the Wads and she was doing like a cleaning video. I really like her videos a lot. But she said that she gets the Tilex shower cleaner for her showers and I'm gonna try it. So you spray and then walk away and then rinse, I guess, and then yeah. I hate cleaning showers, so I got this. And then we needed some super amazing Drano. And then I got some Barkeeper's Friend. I want to use it on my range, like on like the gas igniter cover things. They have stuff on them and it's like burn marks kind of. So I wanted to see if that would help. I got some more facial cleanser. This is the Apricot Scrub Facial Cleanser and it's the Equate brand, so the Walmart brand, because it's like $2 versus like $6 and I think it does the same thing. So that. Oh, Parmesan crisps, just the normal Parmesan crisps. They're some of the snacks that I eat right now, and then this is the everything seasoned Parmesan crisps. So it's like everything bagel seasoning. They've just got bagel seasoning on them. I got a package, so let's open it. It's been kind of one of those days where I just keep meaning to pull out my camera and then I forget. So I put down for a nap and then I was looking through my phone and I'm like, you know, I really need to go and put all that stuff away on the counter. So I was like, well, I'll pull out my phone while I do it. These are the little reusable squeeze pouches that I bought to put Dan's applesauce in that I want to make him. So I've already made it actually in my last video. I just threw all of the rest of the fruits and veggies that were in my fridge that needed to be used up and I threw them in my Instant Pot. But they're just these little fruit patches. So they open at the bottom, I believe. So yeah, so you just fill it up there, seal it really good. And then there's caps in here as well. I'll have these linked below if you want to check them out, but we're gonna fill these up really quick. Normally I buy these ones and they're 3.2 ounces. The size is different, but the zipper is right there, so they might hold about the same amount. I've got my carrot, apple, and blueberry mixture. I just threw it in my Instant Pot and then blended it up. Super easy, did not add anything to it. I'm gonna start with these, I guess. Well, I'm gonna start with this and then see if I need this. Probably don't. So as I am absolutely messing up these, I start filling these little containers. Guys, I'm gonna have to do it a few times to really know for sure if it's worth it. But I had to add extra water to the mixture. It just wasn't like watery enough, I guess, to like easily go in there. And I also, even since Dan's been drinking them, it kind of seems like it might be a little hard to get it out. So I would definitely say start with a more juicier applesauce slash whatever this is. It looks very interesting. It looks kind of like a weird smoothie, not gonna lie, but I thought it tasted good. I think Dan likes them okay. He's not the biggest fan. He'd much rather have just regular applesauce, but I don't know, it's kind of fun to try new things every once in a while, and I like the containers. I just think that the filling process is really not my favorite, but they are machine washable. I've washed 2 of them now, and they are machine washable. and they work really good for that way. Like you can rinse them out really easily. Like you're supposed to rinse them out and then put them in the dishwasher on the top rack, and it works really good, but it's not like the filling part is the hardest. You have to like fill it, let it squeeze out the bottom, and then rinse them off. And then, I don't know, I just kind of got tired of rinsing them off, so I just kind of put them in a big pile and just rinsed them off all at the end. But I was able to fit them all into, like, this whole thing. I thought I would have a lot of extra, like, mixture, but I was able to fit it all into 10 of them. So I had 2 extra, which was pretty nice. The whole time I was putting the mixture into these little containers, though, I was like, this isn't worth it. This isn't worth it. This isn't worth it. But now that he's been drinking it, I'm like, oh, maybe it's worth it. So I don't know. It's hard to know what you want until like you've learned, like until you figured it out. So I'm still trying to figure it out. Also, I did just edit this video, and I do talk later in this video about my current diet and kind of what I'm doing, and like why the cake that I make later is actually a cheat, even though it's like you're gonna look at it and be like, oh my gosh, that's like the healthiest cake I've ever seen. And it is. It's very healthy, but it's still cheating on my diet because my diet is definitely interesting. But I'm going to tell you everything about it later on and give you more details, because I do want to tell you about it because I think it's really cool and I do feel so much better with my body. But yeah, so you'll hear more about that later in this video. So, yep. But Dan did like the mixture, not as much as just regular applesauce. I think it's the carrots for him. That was like, maybe it was a really weird combination, but you know, you gotta try everything once, I say. Lately, that's been my new motto. It's kind of a weird motto, but it is. So try everything once. You can't go wrong with trying something new. You know, it's just, that's the way it is. The easiest way to fill them was just with a spoon, and then I would like zip it up, and then I would rinse out like all the crevices and stuff before putting it back on the table. Oh, also I have socks right there on the counter. Don't ask me why I'm doing this by right next to a brand new pair of socks, like brand new set of socks. I do address the socks in a little bit also, so don't worry. They do get addressed, but this is when I just kind of started giving up, and it was like, okay, I'm just gonna fill them, and then once they're all filled, I will I will rinse them out, and then I think this is the last one I did, maybe? Yep, that's the last one I did because I was trying to use the rest of the batter, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, mixture, applesauce stuff, carrot sauce, vegetable fruit puree, baby food, basically is what it is, but he's 2, so he doesn't mind the baby food aspect of it, I don't think. Anyway, so yeah, I'm cleaning up and just getting things put back. It's just nice when things get all cleaned up, and yeah. I'm stressing just watching myself fill those again. I had 2 left, so I'm actually surprised that I was able to fit them into 10 of them. So I don't know how many ounces I had made to begin with, but I don't know. They're probably about the same size as the ones from Walmart, but I don't know. We'll see how long they last Dan, because he'll usually drink one and then be like, Mama, more applesauce. So we'll see if he even likes this flavor, since it's like carrots and apples and blueberries. But I mean, that's probably not a bad flavor. They're all sweet things, right? Anyway, so I made these. I'm gonna put, I don't know, half of them in the freezer and then the rest in the fridge. I'm gonna put 4 of them in the freezer and 6 of them in the freezer, just in case. Just in case. But I was thinking, like, you could use these for breast milk, which is kind of a, I don't know, there might be better things for breast milk though too, but you could use them for breast milk as well if you were breastfeeding and pumping. So these 4 are going in my fridge, and we're gonna see if Dan likes them. So you might have seen these while I was doing all that craziness. They didn't get dirty. I'm kind of surprised. But I got new socks because all my socks are you know, I need new socks. And I really like the black ones that are like ankle socks, you know? So I want to go through my sock drawer real quick and do all the things. All right, so I just pulled out the sock drawer because, okay, so this is a mismatched pair. I don't want it. I want to keep these ones. I like these ones. They're like the no-shows. I haven't worn these socks in forever. These ones that are like the old black socks, I'm gonna get rid of those. I'm gonna keep two pairs of these socks. Bye. I hate these socks. They always dig into my my feet. So there's those. Hate it. These are some socks that you wear to like one of those jumping places. Those ones can go, those ones can go. These are winter socks, very comfy, very awesome to have. So these are the new socks that I want to fold and put in there. It's 13 pairs and I got it for like 10 bucks. I don't remember, something like that.
Not gonna lie, I do love my new socks. I know that they're not that exciting. They're just black socks, but I really like them. I got them at Walmart and they were like $10 for all 13 pairs, and it just was exciting to me. When you're an adult, you care about the silliest things like socks. And so I would not buy socks for the longest time, and I just was like, you know what? I need socks. So I bought a package and I was so excited to put them away, so I just did it, and I'm actually wearing them right now and I love them. So just, you know, just deal with it, I guess. I don't know. So is there like something that you need to buy, and it's like a serious, like something you need, but it's like, I don't know, it's hard to buy it? That was socks for me. So let me know what yours was down below. It's so exciting.
Well, all my socks are right there now. These are the socks I'm gonna throw away. Goodbye, socks. I don't need you anymore. So I know this video is gonna be kind of all over the place, but I want to cut up this watermelon that I bought for Dan. Well, I don't know. Like for dinner, we're having some wings and steak. So I'm letting those thaw in the window. It's actually getting close to time to make dinner, so I'm hoping those will thaw out pretty quickly. They've been sitting out since 12:30 and it's like 4:10 now, so. Okay, so I have these 2 bananas that are brownish, and I saw this recipe for a no sugar chocolate cake. It's not no sugar because bananas have sugar, but I wanted to try it. I haven't had like a dessert in a while, and I kind of just want to try it and see if it's any good, because maybe I'll do that for like birthdays and that kind of stuff. We'll see. It might not be, it might be terrible. But so for me, I'm just gonna do just the cake for me, and then for like Devin and Dan, we have some chocolate in the freezer that I can throw on top. Maybe I'll even make a frosting, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get it to the right consistency with my hand mixer, because I'm being lazy and I don't want to get it out. I don't want to get the KitchenAid out, and I also don't want to get the blender out, so this is a lot easier to get out. So the recipe, I'll have the recipe linked below. I actually saw it on a YouTube video, but I was like, you know what, I can try that, see if it's any good. Okay, so 2 ripe bananas. I would say these are pretty ripe. They're not like uberly ripe, but they're ripe. 2 eggs, 33 grams of cocoa powder. I'm gonna have to do a conversion there. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then it's 60 grams of dark chocolate that you drizzle on top. I don't have dark chocolate. I don't think I would eat it anyway. Maybe I would, I don't know. Yes, I know I've changed. Don't worry, I know I'm one of those weird people that won't eat actual sugar. Dan does eat it still sometimes, and Devin he eats cookies and he eats other things. But right now I'm trying to focus on my health, and I'm definitely trying to like make it so that Dan and Devin are healthier, but it's also Devin's choice. And Dan is still little and he is used to eating sugar all the time, and I'm slowly like getting him out of that habit. So I'm doing things, trying to make things the healthier choice, like this cake. So this is a 6-inch. That would be about the right size. 33 grams, 2 ounces. Okay, so it's a 1/4 cup. So I'm not saying that this will taste better than a cake, but I'm saying that it is a cake that I'd be willing to eat. The only thing not in the in this recipe that I probably shouldn't be eating is the bananas. Well, and the cocoa, but it's fine. Oh, I need to preheat the oven to 170 Celsius, whatever that is. Hey Siri, what's 170 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
170 degrees Celsius is 338 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so 340. Okay, and then 1 teaspoon of baking powder, cocoa. Ooh. Probably should have thrown it in the blender.
I actually think I would make this cake again. I thought it was really good. I do taste test it later in the video so you can actually see like my real reaction, but instead of just my voiceover reaction from a few days later. But I thought it was so good, and I don't know, it's nice to know that there are alternatives, because I am not wanting to eat a bunch of sugar all the time. So bananas have natural sugar, so it feels a little bit better, but it's not an everyday treat, you know? But also, don't worry, because it's not like I'll never make like delicious treats ever again that have real sugar, because I probably will. This is just for while I'm trying to get healthy and trying to become like the healthy version of myself.
I would say that that's about as good as it's gonna get. If I did it in a blender, it would have probably done a little bit better, but it's fine. It did tell me to put it in a blender, so it's not the recipe's fault if it doesn't work. Should I just go? This might not puff up quite like a cake, because, so it's a good thing I put it in such a small pan. This is like the size of the pan that you'd use for the top tier. So the really small cake at the top. The really small tier at the top of the cake, I should say. So just kind of, it's very, very wet. We'll see. It smells good. I didn't want to try the batter. I figured it wouldn't be the best, but I don't know. Do you ever just like look around your house and then there's like a million things to do and you just don't want to do them? That's me. So while we wait for the oven to heat up, I'm gonna put this away. What am I gonna do now? Oh, it's preheated. Okay, put it in the oven, Lindsay. 25 minutes. I'm gonna cut the watermelon. I have nothing else to do. I mean, I have lots to do, but I don't want to do it. All the personal sized watermelons were the same price. It was like each, so I just got the biggest one. I don't know if that was a mistake or not. Yeah. I should have taken a nap today, is what I should have done. But did I? No. Too much to do. Too many things. Ooh. That looks like a good watermelon. Oh, I guess you can watch me cut it instead of just watching me struggle from above.
Watermelon! The entire time I was watching myself cut this, I just kept thinking of that, like, it's a short video, I don't know where it's from, probably TikTok, I don't know. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's a watermelon inside of a watermelon. I can't do it correctly. The guy does the voice so good, but by the way, this watermelon, I almost said it watermelon. Oh my gosh, so good.
I try not to buy the big watermelons just because I tend to feel like they don't have good flavor. Like it's very seldom that you get a really, really good, bigger, like a big watermelon. But it's almost all the time that you get a good personal watermelon. So, and also less, it doesn't go to waste. There's less peel. There's not nearly as much peel. It's perfect size. Yep, have some watermelon. I'll throw that out for dinner. I might even have a few pieces. We'll see. If it doesn't give me a headache, then I might eat it, but we'll see. Will that fit in a Ziploc baggie? That would be nice. Might have to put it in 2 pieces if it doesn't. Ooh, it does. Perfect. And then half of it fits in a Ziploc bag. See? Even better. And then you can just go like this and dump it in the trashola. All right, and so I'm gonna show you this. I'm just gonna throw the chicken and the steak on this tray to kind of thaw out a little bit quicker. So the chicken is almost thawed, so I think it'll be good. But we're gonna grill everything, I think, tonight. So they're like the party wings, and I'm just gonna put some seasoning on them, and we're gonna throw them on the grill tonight. Devin loves to come home and be going like, hey, will you start the grill? He loves when I say that, so I think he'll be excited. So I've got 7 wings there. I've got 7 wings here. This one might be 2. I can't quite tell. Yeah, I think that might be 2. Let me see. Nope, that's 1. Okay. Oh gosh, okay. Let those thaw out all the way. They were so stuck together. Okay. So this will be our dinner. I'm gonna let them sit out for a little bit. So dinner started. I made a cake. Okay, so I cleaned my bathroom yesterday. Why am I holding this? I need to do another load of dishes, like always. But I got this plant at Ross. It was $7.99. And it says, I will survive, and it's because it's a faux plant. It's like, it will survive in my house. I killed plants recently, and it's very sad, so I'm gonna put this. So right here, there's this thing that needs to be thrown away, technically. Okay. And, oh, there's a tag in the plant. Take that out. Okay, so my I Will Survive plant, the Before You Go spray, and the room spray, right? And then a new one of these. I just get these at the Dollar Tree or Walmart or wherever. And they're usually about $1. And they make the room smell so good. So that will go there. Or just even like there, maybe. Sure. Perfect. Fancy. Anyway, so guys, this week has just really, like this week and last week have really gotten away from me. I might even get my back massager out. Do you guys have back problems? What are the things that you do to fix your back problems? I have a few, and I get really bad headaches as well, which is another reason why I'm doing the diet, so that I can fix whatever problems I have with my body. I could tell you the whole list of issues that I have with my body, and that's what makes me want to do this health journey, this health diet. Oh, by the way, actually, let's talk about that. I'm gonna get my back massager, and I'm gonna set up the camera, and then we're gonna talk about my weight loss, because I think it's really exciting. It's kind of interesting, and it is a little drastic. So you can come along with me. I've been doing my diet for a month, and people have commented that they see like a change. My mother-in-law noticed a change in my neck, which makes me happy because I have this thing that's always been there. It's actually genetic. My grandma, my great grandma, and my grandma, they both have like this, and then all my sisters and my mom. And so it's just like this loose skin right there. Even if they're super skinny, I like go like this all the time. If I go like that, you can see it. It used to be worse. It used to be like so much bigger. So yeah, but this is just, it's a genetic thing. It's what I have. It's beautiful. It's fine, and I love it. What was I saying? Okay, let's set up the chair. If I forgot to say what I was saying, which I do all the time, please comment down below so I can remind myself to remind myself to say it next time, maybe, if I forget. By the way, that cake is smelling really good, so I'm excited.
So my back massager is actually like a portable one, and you can actually bring it on a car ride, which is really nice. But it's the Zarifa brand. You can't really buy it on Amazon, but I'll have a similar one linked below. I bought mine at like a fair, so I don't know if you can buy this one, but it's a good one. I like it, but I'll link a similar one down below.
All right, so this is my spot. I sit in it. But it's when my back is like really having issues, and lately it has, so I just turn on the kneading button, and then I do like the all the way up and down the back button. So it just goes all the way up and down, and sometimes it really hurts. Okay, so with my diet, it is somewhat keto, but it's like a more drastic version of the keto diet. So I don't know, like it's just kind of weird to talk about, and I feel like people are gonna judge me, but that's okay because everybody's different, right? So okay, so I've been having really bad health issues ever since I was like 15. I would get migraines, and I would get headaches and back pain and neck pain and leg soreness, and like, I don't know, like there's just so many things. The headaches were the worst. My vision is terrible. I've always been overweight, and I never really like had that correlate in my head that maybe my health issues stemmed from my overweightness, but also from my diet, from the food I was eating. All right, so I got a phone call. So I had to pause for a second, and I'm still waiting for Devin to call me back because my sister needs help with something. I first heard about this diet. I was like, okay, that is for people that are like really having a tough time, like all the time. And I think myself, I had like forgotten how bad it really was for me because I just lived with it for so long. You know, I've lived with all the pain and all the issues, and I just like, I have chronic pain constantly all the time, and I kind of don't let it rule my life, because why would you? Like, I heard about this diet and I was like, okay, that's for people that really have like no life and they can't do anything and they're sick all the time. And I just like, the thing is, I have a life. I'm not sick all the time, but I'm sick enough, and my body hurts enough, and there'd be times when I'd be completely debilitated from a headache or a migraine or my back pain, or you know, and I'd crumple to the ground because I was standing up all day and my back hurt so bad. This is not supposed to be a crying video, because why? It's fine, I'm fine. Anyway, so I heard about this diet and I just kind of disregarded it, and then a few months later my sister also heard about the diet, and it's interesting to call it a diet. Really, it's just like, it's not like I guess you're technically dieting, but you don't feel hungry, and you're not, I don't know, you're not starving yourself. It's not like a calorie deficit. It's more, you're listening to your body more. And so what happened is that she told me that she was like, oh, I'm really interested in this diet. And I'm gonna tell you what it's called. It sounds awful, but it's called the Carnivore diet. And and it's very keto-esque. I pulled the cake out. It looks really good. Actually, I'll have to show it to you in a second. But so I am doing the carnivore diet, and it's definitely interesting, and it definitely is weird. And I started because my sister did, and I'm really grateful to her for like saying like taking the leap, you know. And she's gotten her whole family to do it for the most part. I mean, like, her kids aren't really on it. They're more like a ketovore, where they're eating like mostly plant-based, mostly meat, and then plant-based foods. And I'm still learning. I'm still trying to find things that make life easier. So what I've noticed in this last month, because today is August 31st, and I started on August 1st. August 1st, I weighed 225.8 pounds. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you the numbers because I think it's very interesting. And it's really exciting. Like, 225.8 pounds is what I weighed, and my highest I had ever gotten to is about 230. And I am 5'9"-ish, so it's not a healthy weight. But I really do love the food. Like, it's so good. And I do miss the sugars. I do miss eating sugar every once in a while. So my like gateway drug to sugar is fruit, and I do take bites of fruit here and there. So on August 1st, I didn't decide to go all in, but I had been researching it so much that I just naturally decided to eat more meat. It's a really loud truck. Man, it sounds like it's gonna like explode. Anyway, so I decided to eat more meat, and like I wasn't even planning on it because we were gonna go on a trip like a week later after that day. And we went on that trip, and I was like, okay, like when I first heard about the diet and I first decided to do it, I was like, okay, I'll just do it after the trip. Like, I'll just go on the trip and then do it after the trip. But I had learned so much about the food that I was putting in my body that I could not just sit and eat what I was eating before. And so I went on the trip, and I ate just a few things that were like bad for me, but not really that many. I did so much better, and I lost weight on that trip. Like, you lose weight on vacation? Like, what? In the first week or so, I lost about, what was it, 5 pounds? I lost about 5 pounds in the first week. Just a lot of it, I'm sure, was water weight, and I'm sure most of the weight that I've lost so far is probably water weight, stuff that I've held on to because my body thought that it needed it. Anyway, so 2 weeks in, August 15th, I weigh myself, and it was like 2 weeks and a day later technically, but I like 2 weeks of on the diet, and then the next morning I weighed myself, and I was 7 pounds lighter since I started. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. Like, I've never lost that much weight in 2 weeks. And I kept like Googling like, hey, is it okay to lose 7 pounds in 2 weeks? And everything was like, oh, probably not. But I don't know. I don't know. I didn't feel bad. I felt good. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to my body, and I'm just gonna eat until I'm full, and then I'm gonna eat when I'm hungry. And that's it. And that's what I'm gonna do. Just listen to my body and eat meat and animal byproducts. Those are the two things that I eat for the most part. Okay, where was I? Okay, so I lost 7 pounds in 2 weeks, and I was feeling fine. And so I just kept going. But yesterday I weighed myself. I'm gonna say what I weighed myself yesterday because it was more exciting. So yesterday I weighed myself. So I started at 225.8, right? I weighed myself, and I was at 211. So basically I'd lost 15 pounds if you round up. I weighed 15 pounds less. Today I stepped on the scale, and I was half a pound more than I was yesterday, but that's pretty normal. You fluctuate. It depends on what you eat. It depends on if you've had a bowel movement. It depends on a lot of things. So yeah, so I've lost 15 pounds this month, and It doesn't seem to be slowing down. It might today after eating the cake and the watermelon, because my body will be like, oh, sugar, I'm gonna hold on to that, you know? But I'm gonna try and not let it really dictate me. So I've been eating meat for the most part. Meat, spices, butter. So yeah, it's just weird. It's weird. I know you guys probably think I'm crazy, but that's okay. And I'm just trying to get healthy for who I am and what I'm doing, and trying to keep my family healthy. And I've learned so much about the food in America and the things, like trying to take it to the basics of what our ancestors used to do, which they would try and eat. Well, they would eat mostly meat. They would try and get their hands on like the fattiest meat possible, because it's what satiated them and what kept them alive. And then they would eat fruits and veggies if they needed to stay alive as well. Like, and for herbal reasons, because there are a lot of like medicinal purposes for like natural fruits and veggies and spices and things. So yeah, so I'm eating spices because you can't have meat without spices. It's just not fun. So I am doing that. There are people that will only eat like beef and salt. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. I'm excited to try things. I am just excited. So I don't know. Everything is worth a try. Yeah, so that's kind of me a little bit. I know you weren't wanting to know all of that, maybe you were, I don't know. But I have lost 15 pounds in a month, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. I might gain a pound today from this cake, we'll see. Probably not, but like maybe, who knows. The days I do better, I do notice that I either lose a little bit more weight that day or the next day. Just depending on things, and depends on how much water I drink. Speaking of, I've not been drinking enough water today. This is the cake, and it looks mostly like a cake. I mean, it is a cake. It smells like chocolate banana bread. If you like chocolate banana bread, we'll see if you like this, because there is no sugar in it. So I don't think any cake is really that healthy. But this is pretty close. So I flipped it upside down and I peeled off that. There's my cake. All right, so this is just heavy whipping cream, no sugar. It is really good though. I don't know if Devin will like this, but I definitely think it's good. It cuts really nice. Cuts almost like a cheesecake. Interesting, okay. I don't know, it's always worth a try. And I'm cheating today, so it's not even that bad though, guys. It's very flavorful. It's definitely got a weird texture though. Maybe if I blended it, it would be better, but I like it. I think it's good. Probably because my taste buds have changed so much lately. But I don't know if I cooked it all the way. I'm trying to figure that one out. Seems a little underdone in the center, but yeah, it's fine. I think if you put some chocolate on this, if you don't like unsweetened things, it would be really good with chocolate on top. But this is pretty dang good, actually. Okay, if you put this next to like a funfetti cake, the funfetti cake would win. But this is pretty good. I don't think Devin's gonna like it. For Devin and Dan, I have these melting chocolates that I'll probably melt a little bit and then drizzle on top for them, because I think they'd like it better that way. And then they can have the heavy whipping cream on top too, and maybe I'll just, I don't know if they'll need extra sugar with these though. We'll see. Anyway, so we're gonna eat dinner. Once Devin gets home, he'll pop the meat, it's still thawing, he'll pop the meat on the grill and grill that up for us. And then we'll eat dinner with the watermelon and that, and probably the dessert as well. See if Devin and Dan like it. It's definitely not the most, like, it's not sweet really, other than the bananas, which I guess are pretty sweet, but if you're used to like chocolate cake, I don't know if you're gonna like it, but I liked it. I thought it was really good. I'll show you how dinner is in a minute, and then we'll see what else I do tonight. Maybe I'll put away some laundry, but right now I'm gonna go massage my back some more. Yeah. Looks good to me. Some chicken wings and some meat. We'll have to check on the chicken wings and make sure they're cooked all the way. Devin wasn't positive. And then over here, we've got the watermelon, water, my water. Devin will probably distill some of my water, butter to put on the steaks. But also, sometimes I like to put this on my steaks. I know it's not quite diet friendly, but every once in a while, like teeny tiny little bites. I figured Devin would probably want some ranch. I pulled the Chick-fil-A sauce out as well, and the barbecue sauce, so he can put whatever he wants on the chicken. I just wasn't sure. But Dan, we actually ate most of the cake already, because we're healthy. We ate most of the cake. It's pretty good, actually. Devin liked it once I put some melting white chocolate on it. Dan loves this chair. You ready to eat dinner?
No.
No, are you ready to rub your back? Does that feel good?
May fall over.
Are you gonna fall over? Oh no! That feel good on your back? Can you turn it off? Turn the red button off. Good job! Okay, let's go eat. You ready?
No.
Yes. Do you want more cake?
Yeah.
And do you want watermelon?
I want cake.
Okay, you'll have more cake after dinner. Do you want some watermelon with your dinner?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. So after dinner, I decided to do a load of dishes. Always a good time. I'm just unloading the dishes first, and then I do a load of dishes. Devin was watching Dan, so I was able to get a little bit done that night. It's nice to get just a little bit done the night, like before you go to bed at night. I try and get one load of dishes done every night, or at least one load of dishes a day. Sometimes it's done during the day, sometimes it's at night, sometimes it's in the morning, but I always try and do one a day just to keep up on it, and I have been doing good. I have mentioned that a few times, that like dishes are I'm pretty good at dishes right now. Like my sink will fill up, but I can get all the dishes out of the sink by the end of the day if I need to. I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at. And I'm just going to play a song for you because I think that watching people do dishes and listening to music is always a fun time. And look at those plates from dinner, you know? You can see all of Dan's watermelon that's on his plate, and that's great. Anyway, this song is called Bedroom by Loving Caliber. Let's have a listen.
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks. And I feel misplaced without you. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to, never wanted to end it like we did. I guess shit happens for a reason, but it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to? Honestly, I'm open wide. platinum. Just take me back to you. Wanna go back to you. Baby, take me back to you. I just wanna go back to you. Baby, take me back to you. You're platinum.
So I did hand wash some of the dishes that were in the sink, but for the most part I actually did leave them till the morning just because I knew I'd be doing another load in the morning. So I was like, it's fine. It can stay in the sink overnight, just tonight. Dan was helping me go through the junk drawer. We just have all of our, I don't know, just lots of crap in there. I went through it just because I knew that there was going to be a lot of papers that I needed to go through. I don't remember. I think I might have been looking for something, or maybe I wasn't. Maybe I just noticed that we had a lot of newspapers and stuff that I was just like, you know, we don't need all this. And so I went through it really quick just to see if there was anything that we needed, and then I threw away anything that we didn't. Well, I recycled it. But yeah, so it felt a lot better afterward. There's always stuff in that drawer just because there's stuff that I haven't found homes for, but you know, it's not a big deal yet. I haven't really been that annoyed by it or anything, so it's fine. Dan was definitely helping. He was grabbing things and then bringing it to his dad and then bringing it back to me. It was really funny and cute, and I was okay with it. He's such a doll. I just love him so much. Anyway. So, yep, I finished going through the drawer and tried to block Dan with the gate, but it obviously didn't work. And then I just end up putting the cans back, and yeah. Actually ran out of footage while I was doing the voiceover, so I decided to pull this clip of Dan just being cute with my massage chair again, just so I could say goodbye and just thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and thank you for just being you and just being my friend, and I just really appreciate it. So thank you for all that you do. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!